And we are back. Let's get it. You see it. That's right. Ron and John back in the building like we never left. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA wrap up. We appreciate you for being here as always, showing your love for not only still Knicks fans, but nothing but Knicks NBK network in the building. So thank you. John, what's going on, my brother? How you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy to be back. Sorry I missed you on the last one, but I'm here today, ready to rock out, man. And we have a wonderful guest.
Yes, I agree. I definitely am excited for, the funny thing is I'm excited for this show because, these guests are very, a lot of these guests, we know them for certain things, but these people are multi-talented, man. So it's interesting to chop it up and get to know them on different levels. But, oddly enough, we actually haven't had this guest on our show. We've talked about it forever, but the last time we tried to do it, we couldn't get him. So we got his brother, and his brother did great. And we're looking forward to having him on the NBA wrap up as well, because he's another one that's multi-talented. This family, I don't know, something in the water. I don't know what's going on over there, but they definitely got it going on, man. So this will be dope, and I'm really excited to chop it up with him. But you know what I mean? Before we do, we always like to give you guys a little bit of information. For information purposes, we'll hit you with a little did you know. I think you guys like these did you knows. I mean, I find them interesting. I'm finding out stuff I never knew. Anyway, well, let's get into it right after this. Yes, and we are back, and welcome our special guest. That's right. This is the Apollo Reed himself from the Guard Up Knicks podcast. Welcome to the stage. Let's go.
Sir. Salute, fellas. How y'all doing today? What's going?
Feeling good, brother. Feeling good. Thank you for being here. We appreciate having you. I hope you're doing well as well, my brother. Yeah, man, just excited to chop it up with you. This is a long time coming. And, what's really cool about this, like I said, you're multi-talented. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But, we also know that you love chopping it up with basketball. You played basketball. It's a whole thing right now. So I'm definitely excited for this one.
Facts. I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to everything we're going to get into tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. That sounds good. So let's kick it off. So, we like to drop our show in two segments, guys. There's the first half, which is the NBA, and then there's the second half where we'll get into the hip hop. So let's get into the first half. Yeah. So, the NBA has got a lot of different news going on right now. There's a lot of FIBA stuff. There's some wild stuff that's happening with people talking about LeBron being better than Joe. There's some stuff we're going to get into, folks. But before we get into that, you know what? Let's start off with, what I like to say is the impossible just continuing to do more impossible things. I don't know how they do it, but they continue to do it. Let's hit you with a little NBK news break. Yeah, and the first up, my friends, is somehow, tell me how they're doing this, man. How are they doing it? How the hell can the Lakers sign Christian Wood to a 2-year deal? Tell me, somebody, please.
It's
I'm gonna
wild,
start
right?
with you. I can't, I cannot believe this. And I'm not saying Christian Wood is the second coming, but I'm just how this guy made like 14 million last year around there. How are you even with the pay cut? How are they able to afford? They are cash strapped and they still getting people. I don't get it. Apollo, what's your thoughts on how the Lakers keep doing this stuff, bro?
I mean, it's the LeBron effect, man. What can you say, man? The guy gets whatever he wants. He can convince Christian Wood to take, was it 2.7 million? You got that? 2.7 million? Come on, man. That's the LeBron effect. I don't think anyone is just taking after you said he made 14 million last year, and you're just gonna take that much of a pay cut. It's the LeBron effect.
LeBron's a hustle man.
He's a hustle man. I don't know. Him and Palinka over there working a magic.
It's
Um,
wild.
no pun intended with Magic used to be over there. But I mean, listen, I yearn for the days where the Knicks can start to get these kind of deals and moves made for our squad. But I don't want to be a hater. You know what I mean? Hopefully everything works out for them. But yeah, I'll keep it positive. I'll keep it positive for now.
That's very good. You're a very good man for keeping it positive like that. Because I am a hater right now. John, what's your thoughts on the Lakers and how they're able to keep doing this, bro?
I don't understand it myself. It's like it's the weirdest thing. It's like you would think that the NBA figures some way around this situation that they keep allowing this to take place. You know what I mean? Wherever LeBron is, and they haven't been able to like stop it or, I mean, they talk about the new the new agreement that they got coming up, and so it's supposed to start limiting amount of this type of stuff happening. But for right now, man, they're getting away with it, and they're reaping the benefits in LA for sure. It reminds me of what's that line that Jay-Z used to say? I could sell
A water to a
water
whale.
to a well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the facts, man. LeBron's a hustle man. He's talking up, he's getting in their ear. He's saying, "Hey, look, I got you wherever you want to go. I got," you know what I mean? Like, listen, man. A lot of things are happening outside of this, the NBA that people are just getting involved in, other opportunities outside of the NBA that sometimes helps because LeBron stacked, man. He's got everything. He's earned everything. I'll start there. He's earned everything he's gotten, but he's also smart about the play in which he, how he involves himself in the NBA with NBA players. He's always been that person to befriend everyone, and because he understands the long game,
Right.
and he's understood it for a very long time. From being a child, prodigy, he brought teammates from high school to be a part of his company and be a part of his legacy, and thinking about Rich Paul and what he's been able to accomplish under the LeBron umbrella, and then on his own right, how he's been able to sort of capitalize on everything that he was assisted in building, because I'm not even going to say he was given anything. I think he worked his butt off to get where he's at as well. But at least just receiving the assist and then taking it from there and building his little empire. You know what I mean? And I don't even call it little. It's an empire. You know what I mean? So I don't want to diminish anyone. And it started with LeBron. You know what I mean? And LeBron understands the long game. He has his production company, and I'm sure there's some other business things that are happening and taking place behind the scenes that is attached to some of these deals that are coming his way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Folks like that take a pay cut. They're not just coming here just to play with you. There's a little bit more, incentive that's not NBA related. You know what I mean? I have to believe so, because it doesn't make sense. Why would I take a pay cut when I was just earning X amount of dollars? I wouldn't do that unless I knew that I have something,
And it wasn't that his first big contract too last year?
The one year,
because he was on Detroit.
Yeah,
he was on Detroit, and then he went and got that bag from them. Listen, man, listen. there's got to be something else on the back end where, you know what I'm saying, like it's this, he's making money somewhere else. So there's something else going on there. But
so entrepreneurship is something outside of the NBA that they can do on their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you have to be in it, or in the connect in the presence of it in order to be, you know, accepted in. You know what I mean? Like LeBron is not going to just allow anyone into that. You know,
that's true. That's true. You see how quick J.R. Smith got up out of here. As soon as LeBron was like, you made one mistake on the biggest stage. That was it. I think that was it after that. I haven't.
That was a tough one, though. That was a tough one.
He made J.R. Smith go to golf. That's a big feat right there, man. He made him change sports.
Yeah, that was a tough one, man. I felt bad because that J.R. Smith thing turned into an incredible meme. You know, that meme was crazy, man.
Oh boy, Henny boy, he was going crazy.
Ooh, that was wild, man. They dragged that out. That went on for a minute. I felt bad for him a little bit, but yeah.
Between him and Nate Robinson laying on the canvas, they got dragged for a little while, bro.
Right.
It was bad.
Yeah. And then you know it's bad because they put you in like a universal meme clip with other like huge memes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's no bueno. Definitely, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. But you know, listen, the rich get richer, and I the only reason why I'm not, I mean, I'm a little jelly because I'm like, I don't understand how they do this. The combination of everything you guys have just said, it's just incredible to me that they're able to continue to do this. But okay, it is what it is. Right. But the only reason why I'm not that mad about it is because there's no guarantee they're going to win, because they've done this before and they haven't won. So you know what I mean? It's just it's just interesting to see that they're able to get these players, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta, you know, take it on the chin and keep moving. Pause.
There you go.
It's always really, and I mean the NBA is all about health first and foremost. Like if you have a team that stays healthy and is healthy enough to make a run at the end, those are the teams that are going to be in it to win the big chip. You know, to have the opportunity to win the big game. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. To start off a season, those rosters look completely different by the end of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised that Denver got healthy the way they got that healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because remember, they struggled because of health the first half of the year.
Yeah.
So
and every year,
really timing.
And every year up until this year, they struggle with the health, especially with Jamal Murray. So for sure, that's a fact.
Yeah, 100%. That's very true. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being patient with us. You know, I apologize. I did some last minute stuff, and you know, wanted to make sure that everything was good to go. Also wanted to check my internet because I know that, you know, things happen, and I just wanted to see if I could the show would be as you know, solid as possible. I hope it is on your end. I'm not watching it the way you guys are watching it. So, but you know, if there's any issues, please let me know. But shout out to Jeffrey Clafter. Appreciate you. IP Star, David L, my guy Phil Porto. Great job, man. I know you had some issues that you guys were working through with the internet, but you did a great and your little your little rock star drink moment on the show was fantastic, bro.
Shout out to Phil Porto, man.
Yeah, Phil's wild, man. You gotta love him.
That's my man.
Oh man. Also shout out to Jigga Man and Heck as well at Morning
Jigga Man.
Man, that team brings so much charisma, and you know what I mean. Like it's pretty dope to see. They got like a nice fluid thing going on over there.
Yeah, they're dope. They're
really got the best community, man. This team has the best community by far.
I agree. I agree 100%. Shout out to
not even close.
JJP NYC, Steve Tone or Tune. Appreciate you. What's good? Mega NYK. What up, Comega? Knicks are nice. Fountain of Truth, Dwayne Dennis. Let me see. Mac S is in the building. Kerry Cox is here. D Coolis is in the building. And I got everybody who jumped in the chat. And to those who may be watching, please smash that like button. Show your love for, you know, myself and John and Nothing But Knicks and SKF, as well as our special guest, Apollo Reed from the Guard Up Knicks podcast in the building. So this is a segue because we've been talking about these Lakers and how they do things. But that's not the only news story with these damn Lakers. LeBron's everywhere, which brings us to Rich Paul. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
here we go. Rich Paul believes LeBron is better than Jordan because of the 24/7 media scrutiny he deals with. Come on, what is going on here? This guy, hold on. This guy says like that Jordan didn't deal with the media. Like the media wasn't following Jordan. Jordan got off the plane in Tokyo and they was in his face. Everybody, like, what? Are you kidding me? All right, sorry. I had to talk to my guy over here in the corner because he's like, I don't believe it, Ron.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
Mr. Come Fly With Me didn't deal with media scrutiny. This dude made like three tapes. He's got the biggest selling sneaker in history. You telling me he didn't deal with media? He didn't deal with fanfare everywhere he went? Come on, Rich Paul. What are we doing here?
What are we talking
All right, I'm sorry. I don't want to put words in people's mouths, but this is ridiculous. Apollo, your thoughts on Rich Paul, LeBron? First off, it's a two-part story. LeBron's better. That's one. And then LeBron's better because. So I don't know what you think about what he had to say.
I mean, that's his man's, so he gotta back his man's up. You know what I'm saying? If you believe, I've always said, if you believe that LeBron is better than Jordan, you have your reasoning. You know what I'm saying? I can't take that away from you. Cool. I also understand that I cannot convince you otherwise. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna waste my time. I've wasted many years arguing with LeBron fans about why I don't believe that he's better than Jordan, which is to me was always a big thing because I'm like, what's wrong with being second of all the players that have ever played basketball? You know what I'm saying? I don't see what's wrong with being second all time over first. But anyway, there's just certain things that I always looked up to Jordan. Like I just loved about him. And it was just how he never just seemed to be, and I can't even say it without it sounding like a shot to LeBron. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want it to sound like I think LeBron's soft, because I don't think LeBron is soft. I do think that the rules have catered to LeBron in this era just as the rules catered to Jordan in that era. You know what I'm saying? But they're two different players. They play two different positions. If you're talking about who's better, there's different things that each side can grasp on and say that this is what makes him better or this is what makes him better. LeBron scored the most of all time. You will never hear the end of that. Like that will like forever. He might, in the next 10 to 20 years, people are going to be saying he's the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's people who watched Wilt who went through Jordan being called the greatest of all time, and people are just losing their mind hearing that. But personally, I'm a Jordan fan. I don't want to say that LeBron's not better than Jordan. I just prefer Jordan over LeBron for certain reasons. I do think that LeBron is an unstoppable force. Just stature, IQ, just what he brings. But if we're talking about one guy that I want to put the ball in his hands and make something happen, that he doesn't need another player in the court to make something happen, it's always going to be Jordan for me. But if you believe LeBron is better, the why for LeBron is look at the stats. You know what I mean? The stats say that LeBron is better. I mean, how many years has LeBron played? You know what I mean? Those stats there's going to trickle down to the stats and the accolades and the milestones that he's reached over his time period. So, he's number one, he's got to defend him. That's his man's. But, it's just we Jordan side over here, just personally. That's just me.
Yeah, I hear you. John, your thoughts on this. And don't get me wrong. There can be an argument made that LeBron is a better player than Jordan if you want to look at certain things. I don't agree, but I also understand that there can be an argument made. I don't want it to sound crazy. I'm just saying it's crazy for his reasoning. I mean, I think he probably was like, yeah, that is my man. I got to say something. I got to make it sound like there's got to be some reason here.
Right.
But anyway, go ahead, John.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, this conversation took place in what was it? What is Gil's Arena? Was this the
I
conversation?
think it,
Oh, I
yeah,
think it was, yeah.
I think it was Gil's. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was
Yeah.
his.
So that was, I think, the one thing that I took away from that conversation that I found most interesting is when Rich Paul stated that MJ didn't have to come. There was no one before MJ.
Mm.
And I'm like, wait, what? There was no one before MJ with that status? I was like, did you forget about Bird and Magic?
Right,
Like,
right,
that was all the NBA could talk about in the 80s. And it's like, you're supposed to be a historian. Like, you know better than that. You're an agent. Like, you're supposed to know the history of the game.
right.
And to like that was like, what are we talking about? Like, they were the first guys with their own sneaker. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
they, you know what I mean? So they had commercials and all of that. So
Great.
like, for him to say that the media wasn't there before MJ and MJ sort of came out of nowhere and it was all predicated to him, it's like, it's unreal. It's not realistic to say. So I think he was wrong to what to what you're saying, Ron, with this 24/7 media scrutiny. I think they've all dealt with it. I think Magic dealt with it.
Mm-hmm.
Bird not so much, because of course we know why, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. But that's sort of the unspoken realist of the situation. You know, you're sort of the prodigal son of the NBA, right? It's always been
Right.
led by a white commissioner, white, you know what I mean? So it is what it
Mhm.
is. Not to take anything away from Bird, he was that guy, but
Yeah, he was a
you
dog. Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
it was just, outside of that, he wasn't going to be looked at as anything other than great. You know, where Magic had to show and prove, and he was that guy, right? Um, but yeah, I think MJ is who he is because, you know, he put in the work. He led by example. You know what I mean? A
Yeah.
lot of what he did, he was the first. I mean, look, even after it, he set the bar so high. I think that's where the shift comes, because now LeBron coming in as a high schooler, he had someone to look at, to mimic, not necessarily as a player like Kobe did,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mhm.
as a businessman, he had someone to sort of see and say, oh, okay, I see how that took place. Oh, I could get a
Right.
sneaker deal at 16 or 18, whatever age he got it, and then create a line of sneakers that becomes his own at some point. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
those deals are made because of MJ and what MJ put in advance of him coming into the league.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think it's wrong of Rich Paul to not pay homage in that way. Now, if he wants to say LeBron is better, by all means. I mean, like, he has the right to say it, as Apollo said.
Mm-hmm.
But he not argue with other people who believe that MJ is the best player and the GOAT when it comes
Right.
to NBA play,
Mm-hmm.
right? He can't argue it. Like, you could get into an argument, but like, you can't be upset that other people like a Stephen A or anyone else states that to be a fact on their end or an opinion on their end,
Right.
because they believe what they believe. And it's always going to be
Mhm.
an argument, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, it'll line up at the end of his career, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have most of those accolades, right? He'll be number one or two, in most of those categories,
Mm-hmm.
because he's played so long in the NBA.
There you go.
Um, you know, Longevity, man, it plays a part.
Yeah. I mean, he's played by the end of his career, he'll play more than 6-7 years more than Jordan.
Yeah,
That's a
that's a
long.
lot.
I mean,
That's a lot.
that's a lot of people's careers. You know what I mean? So 7 years in the NBA is a long time. So I mean,
Right.
if you really talk about stats, that's why I don't really like the stats argument, because it's like,
Right.
he played 6 to 7 more years for that. You know what I mean? Like, if Jordan played 20 years, I don't want to know what the stats would have looked like. You know what I mean? Like, it would have
Right.
been crazy. But
Mhm.
whatever. Like I said, I tried arguing with people for years on this topic, and I just end up looking like a hater. And the thing about it is, I don't hate LeBron. He's a very amazing player to watch. You know what I mean? And he just wouldn't be the first player of all time that I would put in my team. I don't see how I'm wrong for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. That's fair. I mean, he's a really good player. I just think that people. I think it goes back to the whole out of sight, out of mind thing. You know what I mean? When you just haven't seen a player,
Mm,
in quite some time, and you forget. Like you see highlights or whatever, but highlights are one thing, and that shows like the best moments.
Yeah.
But
right.
you got to watch Jordan game in and game out, just killing people all
Yeah.
throughout the game, and then locking down your best player on defense, like,
Yeah.
and then getting steals and plays. Like you think you got a break, a momentum going, he just takes that away.
Yeah.
Like shout out to the chat once again. Jay Boogie in the building. Salute. What's good? Always a pleasure to
It's
see
good.
you,
It's
my
good.
brother. Um, he says, great as people say LeBron is, he does not have a signature part of his game that we all can say LeBron did this and
Facts.
changed the game at all. And Jordan has those type of moments. Shout out to
Facts.
Right.
Jelani Sinclair.
Yes.
Appreciate you as well. King Ribby in the
My
building.
guy.
But there was somebody else who said something that I was like, Anthony D, what's good? I appreciate you, my brother.
Mhm.
Always good to see you. There it is. Dwayne Dennis said, Jordan single-handedly denied several Hall of Fame players from
Mhm.
winning the chip.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Without Jordan, Ewing, Barkley, Karl Malone, and Stockton, Reggie Miller, the Pacers, Hakeem would have probably won. I mean, Hakeem
Mhm.
did win, but you know what I mean? Like Jordan was in the way.
Right.
Like, so
And the year they
uh
won, Jordan was out of the league, right? He took the time off.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
Old
That's
old
how
he-
it is.
old head has had exactly what I always try to say whenever this argument comes up. And he said, I hate this argument. Jordan was a scorer, LeBron more of a point forward. And that's why I
right.
always say like they were two different players. It's hard
Different
to,
styles.
yeah, like they did not do anything the same at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's hard to have that argument.
And
Yeah.
to Jay Boogie's point with the signature, even Steph Curry has his signature moments in the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
which allowed the shift and the shift to change the way the NBA is played, right? Shaq, another one, right?
During
Shaquille
LeBron's era.
O'Neal. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's the thing, right? It's like they are signature players. And so I understand the stat conversation, but the stats doesn't cover the eye test because we know what Curry has accomplished while LeBron's here. And
Mm-hmm.
they shifted the NBA because of the way he plays the game. They
Yep.
didn't shift it for no one else. Same thing when Shaq was here. They shifted the game because of the way Shaq played the game,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, and then the same went for MJ. You know what I mean? And Kobe was, uh, Kobe pretty much mimicked Jordan's game because he understood that if I need to be the best, I have to play like the best. I have to get my skill level to that degree. I have to have that work ethic. I have to have
Right.
all of this in my game in order to succeed in the NBA. And so, he took that and, he made a mark, although it wasn't signature, like it didn't shift. He was always under the sort of shadow of MJ. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even though
Yeah.
how he was great, but he was still under that shadow of
Right.
MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
crazy to me with and I'll end it here on that topic, but just the conversation of how Jordan just dominated for 6 straight years, basically. Oh, every year that he was in there, it wasn't straight years because he retired. But 3 back-to-back, times he winning a three-peat. I mean, that's just, and then to retire right after that, it's just legendary.
Mhm,
It's legendary. You
mhm,
retire on top, like no one's ever done that before.
right.
You know what I mean?
And,
That's kind of hard to do.
and some
Yeah.
people joke about his MLB days, but he was not bad. He was a solid
Yeah,
player.
yeah,
He played AAA ball like this, like one league before going to the league.
yeah,
The only reason why he didn't play in the league was because timing,
yeah.
timing and rosters.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One last thing I was gonna say about this before we move on. D Coolis said, but Jordan, wait, no, was that it? No. Someone just said it. Oh, yeah, it was D Coolis. He said Jordan didn't have to deal with the internet. Now,
Mhm,
there is some fairness to that because Jordan
Mhm.
wasn't perfect and he had some
Mhm.
skeletons in them closets. So,
He definitely did.
that could have been an issue. But you know what? I don't think you could even, like, if Rich Paul was trying to lead to that extent, you can't even, that's not even a fair argument because
Right.
LeBron is a good guy. LeBron stays
Yeah.
out of trouble because
Mhm.
LeBron's a good guy. He don't get into trouble. There's
Right,
not
right.
a lot of meat that you following LeBron, but you're not catching LeBron doing it. There's been
Right.
the stories, the groupies, but they say that for every NBA player. If you got
Right.
money and you're a star in the league and you're in different places, you move around, you go to parties, they're gonna hit you with that. And
Mhm.
nothing has been proven. And to my knowledge, I mean, it is what it is. And maybe something happened, but he's pretty much squeaky clean for the most
He's
part.
been good.
Yeah.
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 Solid.
So I, you know,
Perfect example of an athlete. Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
He's
So
been front facing too. So you got to give him credit
right.
for being that too.
That's true
And
too.
you know what I mean? And in all regards, he stands for what he believes in, and he speaks out for what's right. So
Mhm.
I got to give him credit for that. I mean, there are certain things in MJ's career that you're not all the way 100% happy with his approach.
Yep.
You know what I mean? To certain things, even business or even philanthropy or things of that nature, where you can't say the same for LeBron. LeBron's always been on the right side of those conversations.
Right. Yep.
True.
That's facts.
True. Yeah, just different people, different characteristics.
Right.
Jordan is a fantastic player, one of the best. A little selfish at times, but when he started to believe in his teammates, that helped him win.
Mhm.
As a person, that's another story.
Right.
LeBron,
Yeah.
really good player, believes in his teammates. Maybe doesn't
Mhm.
have that killer instinct that you need to really succeed. I mean, he's won championships, so you can't say he hasn't succeeded. But if LeBron came into the league with the Jordan idea, I mean, it'd been tough because you need your teammates. But who knows? He might have had 5 or 6 rings because he'd just be cutthroat. Like, I
First
don't
of all,
care. I'm taking a
six
shot. I'm doing
six foot
everything.
8, 250, just
You
straight
know?
Yeah.
muscle. Come on, like this. If he had that mindset, and that's kind of always what I was looking for from LeBron.
Right.
If he had that kind of like move out the way, I'm taking this more often. I think
Right.
I would have been a huge LeBron fan. But I think because I was brought up watching Jordan, and my favorite player of all time is Tracy McGrady, and
Right.
and Kobe's, like, I'm looking at scorers. And when
Right.
I see you don't like Boogie said, you don't have the signature move. There's
Mhm.
nothing that you go to. I always gravitated to someone that did something that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like a
Right.
move. Like it had to be a move. Anything LeBron does that's great. It's kind of like he makes his teams better, like the guys on his team better. It's not like a
Right.
signature move. It's a
It's the all-around game.
let's put everybody on the same page and win. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
anyone has done that better than LeBron without
100%.
having a signature move for sure.
Right.
Right. Fair. That's fair. Agree with that. So we got two more real quick before we get into the second half. This one is kind of new. I don't know if this happened today or was it yesterday, but it's all over today. Man, you can't make this up. It always makes you feel bad for this team, man. This franchise, bro.
Mhm.
The Charlotte Hornets, man. Kai Jones tweaking on social media.
Mhm.
Now what I'll do is I'll just show you. I mean, first off, he dyed his hair blue. It looks like in the media, in the social media thing that he was doing, he probably had just done it because it looks like his hands are blue or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna share the screen real quick just so you can see his face. But I can't show the video only because in the video, there's nothing crazy in the video, but it's just there's people. It's alive, so there's people commenting and they're saying all types of expletive stuff in the thing. So I don't want to put that up.
And it's on the screen.
But you know what I mean? Like you could just see, like he's sweating. I don't know what's happening, but he basically sound like he was, someone in the comments said, "Yo, what's wrong with you, my brother? What you on?" Somebody was like, "Yo, this dude's hitting perks." Like there was a lot going on in this live. People looking at him like he wasn't looking right. And for a
you gonna put it up for us? You gonna put it up for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. All right, hold on. All right, do it. All right, hold on, guys. Let me drop this back down. All right, hold on. Let me get it right because this thing it's gonna be tripping here. All right,
my man was looking crazy from that clip right there.
Just on that alone, right?
It really is. It's kind of wild. All right, let's see if it looks a little better here.
Is it a more Barry Vaseline moment? That's what's going on here.
I don't know. Do we have a single?
David Elson, Coco. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. There we go. I mean, listen, let me just drop this down. Hit him with the banner boom. All right. So that's it. That's his face. He's sweating. He got the blue hair. But like I said,
tough though, man. Like, because you have to really see what the hell's going on in the video.
Oh no, you gotta watch it. But I don't want to play it. We can't play it. Okay. Like I said, because the comments are crazy, yo. They wild. Right. They talking about D words and I can't do it.
More importantly, was he talking crazy? Like, was he talking like outlandish?
No, he wasn't saying anything too crazy. Like, yo, like, but he was saying it enough that you were like, something's not right with him. You could tell something wasn't right. Okay, that's right. He sounded like who had a moment not to the panda dude, panda. What's his name?
Oh, designer.
It was like a designer moment for me. Yeah, he wasn't right.
Yeah, man. So that's mental health, man. It's real.
It is.
Mental health is real. And if it ain't mental health, man, drugs are bad. So
for real. Yeah, hope it's mental health at this point, man.
I don't know what I don't know what's going on over there, but just real quick, your thoughts, guys, on look.
It's wild. I ain't got much to say other than
no, not even that. I'm not even that, but I'm just saying, like, everything they've been dealing with in the injuries,
the Hornets,
Miles Bridges. Like, how do you feel about the Hornets, man? Like, it's one thing after another. The freaking the groupie Brittany Griner thing with PJ Washington. Like, they just stay in controversy, man.
Hey, MJ's a great smart businessman. He said, "I'm gonna pull out I'm gonna make my money. Time to go."
So I'm not about to be attached to this. You crazy?
Facts. He made his dividends. Like, he made, you know what I mean? What maybe doubled what it was worth when he purchased it.
Yeah, easily. It's crazy.
Is J. Cole part of that team that bought them? I heard J. Cole was part of that team.
I mean, he might be a real small partner. I don't know. I
small partner, not a big
sort of like percentage points and stuff.
Small part. I heard that he was, which would be cool because he's from North Carolina, so I guess that would make sense. But
that's a Jay-Z move. You get to use the arena, perform, do all of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. King Ribby said his hair was always blue since last season. Oh yeah, but it looked like see, if you watch the video, it looked like he was just dyeing it again because his hands were blue. Okay. So I'm like, okay, he must have just did it again or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing
blue stuff.
Blue hair, like
I ain't got nothing against it. I was about to say, I'm like, if you didn't just dye your hair blue and you sweating like that, then it's definitely
that part don't bother me. The blue hair don't mean nothing.
It's everything that happened in the video.
Yeah. It wasn't, like I said, it's not too crazy. It's just you look at the brother and you can see something doesn't seem right. That was it. That's all I got. And I wish the Hornets can get out of this because there's one thing after that. And every time you think it's gonna get quiet, there's something else that pops up. It's crazy.
Always.
Is there an update on the Miles Bridges situation?
They brought him back. They signed him to another year, I think. It's a 1-year deal, and he'll be back this year. So we'll see how that goes.
Cool. And LaMelo coming back healthy. I think that'll be
nice. And they just picked up the guy. I think he was second this year in the draft. I forgot his name. The dude from Alabama. Yeah.
The forward.
Why am I blanking out? Old man brain right now, folks.
Is it Williams?
Brandon Miller.
Brendan Miller. Yeah.
Brandon Miller. Yeah. So they got
6'8", the 6'8" small forward. Yeah.
Because they went for him instead of Scoot, which I thought was a mistake.
Yeah, and Charlotte Hornet fans are not happy. But
I'm not mad at that. If you look at how the layout of the team is, if you had LaMelo there, who's a guard, and you bring in Scoot, who's guard, like they both ball heavy.
Right.
And you still got Terry Rozier there too.
You still got Rozier. So makes sense. You don't really know what you got in your wing in Miles because you don't know how that situation is gonna go. So if you look at Brandon Miller's game, he's kind of like Paul George-ish. You know what I mean? Right. So I wouldn't pass on that kind of guy if I already have a point guard. But if I didn't have a point guard, I would have went Scoop for sure.
Right. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. Shout
Messing
out to
around with
Richard
them
Green
Smurfs.
messing around with them Smurfs. Yeah.
Shout out to you, fellas. Shout out to 1/3 1/4 of the Gotham Knicks. Shout out to that's my cousin,
Yes,
my
yeah.
cousin right there.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
Shout out to you, Cuzzo.
Dope. All right, so this is the last one before we get into the second half, but this only makes sense because this is a perfect transition into the second half of the show.
Okay.
All right. Snoop says Shaq is the greatest NBA rapper. Well, I'm the hooper, hyper, protected by a viper. You know what I mean?
Not even close. Stop it.
Now slam it, jam it, and make sure it's broke.
I would say,
my guy Shaq.
Bro, I would say Shaq is the greatest ambassador for hip hop.
For sure.
In the NBA.
In the NBA, for sure.
That I'll give him.
Mm-hmm.
But rapper, MC, it's Damian Lillard. It's not even a question.
I knew
it's not even a question.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Dame Dollar is nice. I'm not gonna front.
Bars.
He got bars. Don't get me wrong. Shaq got bars.
They're comical.
They're comical bars.
All right.
Dame.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, they just slow bars. They're slow bars.
He'll hit you with it like that was cool bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dame hitting you with something, you like, oh wait, what did you say? Like that? Hold on,
right?
That was crazy. I got.
Yeah, what really Dame hits you with the? Let me just play this track from this dude. I'm not gonna tell you anything about him. Oh yeah, he a hip hop head. Okay, cool. Right. You don't even know he a baller. He just sounds like a hip hop head.
Mm-hmm.
It's but I will say early Shaq had some stuff.
He did,
especially when he was mad, like when he was serious, when he wasn't playing around. Yeah. Some of his stuff wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Dame Dollars is another level though. I think Dame is he's legit. He's legit,
right? For sure.
Yeah.
It's like the progression of like I always look at Shaq versus Dame Dollar, like lyrically, as 80s hip hop versus 90s hip hop.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's different. It's different. It's not, it's not that they're piecing it together differently.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like everyone was listening to Run DMC and LL Cool J, and then all of a sudden, you all of a sudden see, I don't know why you start hearing bars from, I don't know who was a great 90s or once it shifted
hip hop head.
Who was he's definitely, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but like damn, Juice.
I wish I could help you. I don't know.
Check the rhyme, y'all. Check the rhyme.
Tribe Called Quest.
MC. Let me see. What's his name?
Q-Tip.
No. MC. Dopest
MC
MCs.
Hammer?
Top 3 MCs you can name of the 90s.
Oh, MC such and such.
Yeah,
that
well, you could even use Fife, like, you know what I mean? Like
Fife,
even Nas, or for instance, like a Nas, you have a different sort of feel to what you're listening to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like it's hard to, you can't really compare LL and Nas's lyrics. I mean, you can, because LL kind of transcended those years. Yeah. So I'm maybe not even thinking about LL. Maybe it's more like who was a 80s rapper that never really got out of the 80s or
Melly Mel,
you know what I mean? Like the style of rap, you know what I mean?
Oh, like like Rakim, really shift. Like Rakim, Big Daddy.
Rakim shifted, you know what I mean? Like Kane, but Rakim and Kane.
Actually, you know what? Rakim may have not. He might have had a hard time because remember Rakim signed with Dre, and he couldn't do anything with him. He had that one song with what's her face. So I remember the sound, but so contagious, something like that. I don't know. I remember. Yeah. But they couldn't get him, and you would think Rakim, one of the best rappers ever, and Dre's beats. This is gonna be crazy, but they couldn't get it together because the styles were the time is different. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
A
that's
good
how I
point.
always looked at like Shaq and like Dame Dollar. Like the lyrics are, they may be there, but it's delivered differently. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's fair.
Different
Yeah,
delivery. Yeah.
that's
For
fair.
sure.
I hear you on that. That makes sense. Well, I mean, listen, no, there's no slight to Shaq. I do think Shaq is one of the best NBA rappers that has been out because we've
I mean, were
listen.
there
There's been
many?
some stuff.
Were there many?
Actually, there is many. We just don't hear the
Let's
stuff
name them.
because
Yeah.
I know
somebody in their
Kobe,
camp is like, "Yo,
Iverson. Who
chill,
else?
B."
Who
Kobe,
else?
AI, Steven
Co-
Jackson,
Steven
uh,
Jackson.
Steven
Ah, I forgot
Jackson.
about that.
Um, there's a few other guys, man. How am I drawing a blank?
Did Paul Pierce? Because I know he had
I
a
was just gonna
run-in.
say, I think
Was
Paul
it
Pierce
Pierce?
might have did it
He
too.
might have. He might have done it. Why am I drawing a blank? I just
That was during the Benzino days. They had beef.
right. Yep.
Source days maybe. Yeah, I can't. No, I can't remember.
I
I
can't
said
think
there's a
nobody else
bunch
right
of
now.
them, but I can't remember.
Right.
But
Yeah.
anyway, there's not many good ones.
Right.
There's a bunch that have done it. I mean, Miles Bridges raps, but
Oh yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean?
And so,
You know
so
what I
does
mean?
Terry Rozier, and it's not.
Oh no. Yeah, I haven't heard him, but I
Interesting.
heard Miles Bridges, and so yeah, you know,
It's about the same. So you didn't
I
know
got
missing
you.
much. Yeah.
I got you.
Mm.
You know, respect to Miles Bridges, but you know, that ain't it.
Illmatic said Dylon.
Dylon.
All right, guys. So I mean, listen, this you know, this is a very spirited conversation about the NBA. But you know, we do have Apollo Reed here from Guard Up Knicks,
Yes, sir.
and you guys know this is a two-part show. The second part is here.
Yeah.
You know what that means, folks. You know what it means. We got to get into the hip hop side of it. Let's go. Yes, we are here, folks. We are here. And so before we get into the Apollo story, because I mean, I tell you, man, this is so interesting. I love doing this show. It was a great idea by you, John. Great idea. I love this show because there's just so much more. I mean, you can find out about people that you just didn't know that you socialize with or interact with on a regular basis. It's really interesting. There's a lot of talented individuals out there, male and female. Don't worry, we're gonna get some females too.
Have to.
Got to. But it's really dope. Okay, I think I got a delivery here. Don't you didn't hear anything, guys. Excuse that. But you know, before we get into that, I think we gotta hit Apollo with our newest segment. It's all, you know, all the boys and girls are doing it. You know what I mean? It's all the rave out here.
It's the
man.
chip. Is it the chip? The one chip?
No, it's not the one chip.
Not the one chip.
But it is.
Okay, good,
It
good,
starts
good.
with a C, and it's called Check the Rhyme. Yes. All right. Let's go. Next up, I believe that's me. No, John, do you want to start it off since you got yours first, or
Oh man! Now you know what? Go because mine's a tough one. Mine's a tough one. I don't know.
oh,
I don't want to drop some, a tough one on them. Not just yet.
okay.
We got to get into a little.
Take it easy on me. Okay.
he cares about you. He's trying to save you, brother.
My man,
Yeah.
John looking out.
Can't do that off rip. You get? You know what I mean?
John looking out.
All right. Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
All right. I'm gonna give you an easy one because that's what I like to do. I like to get the feet wet, give you a nice easy one. And ooh wee. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
This is a quick one though. It's a quick one. It's not, it's 2 lines. There's short lines at that. And you may not actually I'm gonna save it for the second one. I'm gonna give you an easy one for real. Okay, I'll save this for the second one.
So I'll hit him with the third one. I got the third one. Then.
Okay,
cool. You got 2 in the chamber. I got the third one.
All right. Now, this should be easy. This should be like a giveaway.
I
never sleep because sleep is the cousin of death.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. And this I should know this. Everybody about to get on me. Because I hear it. I'm terrible with this. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna remember a lot. I might get all 3 of y'all wrong. Is that Nas?
It is Nas. That is right. You got the first part of the answer.
I'm tripping. That'd have been embarrassing.
Okay. All right. No cheating.
Do we know what the song is?
Do you know what the song? Look, it's Nas, so you get 5 points. And just so you know, there's 5 questions. You can get up to 50 points if you get the artist and the song. It's 5 points each. So 5 for the artist. If you get the song, that's another 5 points. So But so you got the 5 points. It is Nas, and I'm gonna throw you a bone and say, and this doesn't give it away. It is from one of the best hip hop albums ever. You want to say it's his best hip hop album? Fine.
It was.
There, I gave you too much already.
It was written.
Ooh, whoa! I mean, there might be some fans out there.
There might
tight
be some fans. The album.
The album. But okay, that ain't it.
Not it. You need the name of the song, right?
I need the name of the song.
Mm-hmm. What else can I say that doesn't give it away?
It's a tough one.
I mean, we from here, right?
We all from here.
So that's my clue.
Time's running out. Hurry up. You better take a guess.
We rep it.
New York. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank.
All right. That's it. I can't. Just throw a guess out there. We'll just go from there. We can't.
Nas is like. I just threw one out there.
Nas is like. That is not it.
I knew it wasn't. I figured it wasn't. I just had to.
Bro, you foul.
You did me dirty. You did me dirty, Ron.
No, my fault, man. My fault. It is. John, you want to tell him what it is?
New York State of Mind.
There you go. It's New York State of Mind, folks.
I try to give you a little something. Yeah, we rep it.
New York State of Mind. Damn.
Hey, shout out to Old Head. You had it. Don't be cheating, Apollo. Some of these dudes in the chat, they got it.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go look because I had it.
Yeah, look at the chat.
I had it in full screen mode. Hold on.
Yeah, now you gotta keep it in full screen mode for this one.
Yeah, go. You on the side.
Don't do that because then I'll give you one that neither you or the chat's gonna get because I may not get it. I'm like, damn.
I should be careful which ones y'all give me, man. Because he.
All right. So let's give him another one. Okay, so but he got 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Here we go. This is the next one. All right. I'm so like a pimp. I'm glad it's night.
Oh, right. My man's. 3 stacks. That is 3 stacks for sure.
I didn't know
that. Okay. Hey, listen, I can't be mad at him. When you write, my brother.
That is my man's right there. Top 5. All right. That's in my top 5.
Nice.
Okay. I thought maybe you might like him. Somebody might not get this one. I'm like, yeah.
You caught the right one today. Yep.
Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. So, do you know what song it's from?
I know the song. I'm trying to get the name of the song.
No pressure, but keep in mind he said that's his man's. So, just saying.
You got me there. What is the name of the song? I can recite every lyric to the song, but I cannot tell you the name of the song right now.
Titles are hard though. Titles are hard because
it was the marriage one. It was the marriage one. He was getting married in the video.
Mm-hmm. That is correct, but that's not the song. I mean, that's not the name.
It's not the name of the song.
I actually, you know what? I forgot the name of the song until I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, yep." Mm-hmm. But I can understand how somebody might forget it.
Nah, y'all got me here.
Okay, I'll give you another hint, but you already know what the video is, so you kind of know. It's Outkast it's U.G.K. featuring Outkast.
U.G.K. and Outkast.
Tough folks.
Yeah, they usually had the L titles though, you know. Miss Jackson.
Oh man, I cannot believe it. And as soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like, duh, because that's it was like literally one of my favorite Outkast songs. And probably my favorite 3 Stacks verse.
Oh,
I can't.
okay.
I gotta take that.
I gotta count you down.
I
5,
gotta take
4,
on that one.
3, 2,
He's
1.
taking the
Let me get a
L.
guess.
Matrimony. I don't know. I had to think of something.
Matrimony is a good guess because of
That
the
is.
fact that you said there was a wedding going on, and you are wrong.
Wrong.
I'm sorry, my man.
Run, you deadly with that buzzer, man.
You know what I mean?
Call me with that one.
It actually is International Players Anthem.
Players Anthem. Damn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
My bad. That's on me. I got to apologize to myself. Ain't nobody else losing but me right now. So it's cool. It's cool.
It's okay. It's all right. That's all right, man. John?
Well, this one's gonna be a tough one. So let's see if it may ring a bell. All right. MCs get a little bit of love and they think they hot, talking about how much money they got. All y'all records sound the same. I sick of that fake thug R&B rap scenario all day on the radio. Same scenes in the video. Monotonous material. Y'all don't hear me though. It's a tough one.
Just from the rap style, it sounds like Prodigy. But I feel like it's either Prodigy or Havoc.
It's a tough one.
It's tough.
But you're in the same vein because it is a group.
It's a group. I mean, is it Wu-Tang?
Nah.
Can't be Wu-Tang because I would have knew that.
And I'm not trying to spit it like you know what I mean? I'm not doing the same style of rap. I'm sort of reading it, so it kind of doesn't give it away.
Do you want to? You can't guess the artist. Do you want to guess the song? He's like, I don't know who this is, but let me take a guess.
See, that's what I told you. I'll be picking the probably the hardest ones.
The hardest ones. This is good knowledge for me because I would have to know this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So okay. Should I say it to all?
Yeah.
So this is Dead Prez, and it's the song Hip Hop.
Okay. That's why you said it's in the same vein. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Damn.
That's okay though. That's all
right.
That
was a tough one.
All right.
That's like a number. That's like the 5th and final.
Yeah, I mean? That's like the final. Yeah, that's the last.
Yeah, that's like that's the last boss there.
Yeah, right. Final stage. Yeah.
So Ron, throw up Hip Hop Parade next, please.
Okay, you got it. All right. You threw a picture of my. Oh, all right. Anyway, okay. So here we go. This one is not that hard, but it may be hard if you haven't heard it in a minute. So I might throw you off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a clue. Is that a clue?
That was a clue. Not for nothing. I don't do it that great, but you. That's.
Hold on, I don't think Paulo seen you. You
gotta do it again.
Oh man, I don't want to do it again.
Hey, I see you.
That's a clue.
That's
all right.
Okay.
Fingertips on the hips as I dip. Oh man, I was gonna say it before, and I was like, yeah. Why am I making it easy for people? Fingertips on the hips as I dip. Gotta get a tight grip. Don't slip. Loose lips sink ships. I love it. I killed the cadence. I love it.
Say it again.
All right, I'll do it a little different. Fingertips on the hips as I dip. Gotta get a tight grip. Don't slip. Loose lips sink ships.
Hold on. See the way you said it. You say,
I know.
As Pac. It has to be Pac. Is that Pac?
God damn it, man.
It's
See,
pop.
God,
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for the
Yeah,
cadence.
yeah.
Thank you for the cadence.
Good job,
Cadence.
man.
Thank you for the
Good
cadence.
job. Cadence is everything,
everything.
man.
Yeah, because I was like, because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know a lot of Pac. I was always a bigger Biggie fan than Pac fan, so it was hard for me to like listen to a lot of Pac because of that. But once I heard the cadence, I'm like, oh yeah, I know the cadence. I know Pac's cadence. I might not know his lyrics, but I might know his cadence.
Yeah, cadence is a lot. All right. Do you know what the song is?
Absolutely not. It is like a handful of songs, like Pac songs that I actually know off the top of my head, like the names.
Yeah, it was definitely underground at this point in time. Oh, that was a clue. I'm hoping you catching that clue.
Wait, you said it was underground?
I even missed that clue. I see what you did there, John. Nice. It's good stuff.
It was definitely underground.
Right. Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah. All right. Got to count you down. 5, 4.
I'm gonna just throw one out there.
I know the chat. The chat wants you to look.
Huh?
Take a guess.
The chat is like, look.
I know,
look.
like I don't know any.
Much respect, Apollo ain't trying to look at the chat and cheat, but that's what's up.
Should I look at the chat? Can I look at the chat?
No.
Yo, hold on. Y'all should have it to where I can look at the chat for one of these questions, man.
Yeah, well, it would have been the dead press question because nobody knew that one.
Nobody knew that
Nobody knew that one. I think only like what's his name in chat? I forgot. JP or something like that.
Well,
he said I was showing my age. I'm definitely showing my age, but
it's all right.
I don't know no Pac songs. Like damn, man.
I know. Just name anything. Wrap your head around it. Whatever you can think of.
Wait, hold on. Wait, this was part of it.
I gave you that was a clue. Oh, he's trying to put clues together. He's trying to put clues together.
Hey, hold on. My bad if I'm clapping too loud because I get around. Is that it?
Yeah.
There we go. If you didn't do it,
I gave you the clue. See, that was the clue.
So I hit you with the underground. That's why I was like, it was underground.
Yeah, because it's digital underground. Yeah.
Underground. Wow.
Shout out to the chat. The chat be on it, man. The chat don't play around. They knew it was Tupac. They knew it was Get Around.
Yeah. They were like digital underground, wasn't it?
I should have been.
Yeah. Nah.
Y'all be on it, man.
You got some hip hop heads in here. That's what's up. That's dope. I should have been looking.
That's why I'm glad we moved and we shifted this to the way it is now. Right. Before it was cool. It was the NBA report. It was nice. It was about the NBA, but this mix up. I love this.
I like it. Yeah, this is dope. This is really dope, man. I like it.
All right. So that was number 4. This is number 5 and the last one. It's probably not that hard either, but you've had a tough go at it. So we'll see.
No chat neither. No chat.
Actually, you know what? This is, even though I say this is maybe easy, it could sound similar to another song as I'm reading it. All right. So you ship off keys, we ship grand pianos.
That's Biggie.
You were very quick to say that.
Yes.
You sure?
Why are you doing this to me?
No. I'm just want to make sure.
That's your final answer.
Let me say it again.
Say don't think.
Is that your final answer?
Now I'm scared because I feel like
you ship off keys, we ship grand pianos.
Redman. My bad. Redman.
Check the chat.
Sure?
Oh, no, nobody said it in the chat.
Redman.
I mean, wait, hold on. Is this your final answer?
This is my final answer.
You should have went with your first answer. No, you're right.
And it's the Rockwalla. I already know what song.
Let's go.
We did that one. That was tough.
There you go.
Yeah.
He said, "Stop playing with me."
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay,
I like
Apollo.
that. You got
I
to
see
keep
you.
that. You got to keep that, Ron. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like that. Okay, all right. Good job, brother. Good job. All right. So once again, thank you guys, and
What
thank
was
you
his
to the
tally?
chat.
What was that tally
Well,
like?
okay. So, where's my pen?
I only did good in the last one, bro. That's only
That
one
was a
we
tough.
count.
No, you did good. You good. Listen, man, this ain't easy. Like, you know what I mean? When you're in the hot seat, you're like, oh man, they put me on the spot. I gotta.
Right.
It's not
Mhm.
easy.
Yep. Even
Especially
to
the
this
one
day,
I
I,
threw up for you.
I call my brother. I'm like, yo, what was the name of that song? And I just start making the
Right.
noise that's in the song, and he be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You have 25. So
Okay.
25 out of 50. It's not horrible. It's decent.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, it's decent. We'll see where it goes, man. We're trying to see what we do at the end of the season. We tally up the top scores and see if we can do something.
Right.
I don't know. We trying to figure that out.
All right. Well, I'm hoping I'm in the top.
Yeah, that's all you got to be. That's all you
Right,
got to be.
you know what I'm saying?
You're in it. You in it to win it though.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to the chat, Ipstar, sort of shotgun Hannah. Yeah, that's part of the rhyme. Yeah. That's why I said it could be a little confusing because you could start thinking about Cypress Hills.
Yeah.
And get tossed up there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I said
All
Biggie
right,
L
cool.
fast. I didn't even listen to the whole rhyme.
He was like, that first line was hard as Biggie.
I was like,
like that's gotta be it.
I'm like, wait.
But anyway, shout out to the chat. Thank you guys, and thank you to our guy Apollo for playing. Okay, so now it's about that time to kind of get into the hip hop journey of Mr. Apollo Reed here. So, first off, I want to ask you, kind of, when did it happen for you, or when did you start to realize that you loved hip hop? Not even your talent side of it, just your love of hip hop. Like what did you first hear and you're like, oh, this is it for me, or I really like that, or whatever? When did that happen for you?
My first, I mean, I was surrounded by hip hop my whole life, as y'all know. Andre Jalil, shout out to my big brother. He was a hip hop head his entire life. You know what I'm saying? At some point he did gospel rap. I'm not sure if he want anybody to know that, but keep that between anybody that's here. Anyway, but he wasn't necessarily always listening to gospel. He was listening to whatever everybody else listened to because that was the inspiration. He would just change the words up. But from Snoop's first album, Doggy Style to Wu-Tang. That's why I grew up on Wu-Tang. Nas, of course, Prodigy, Mobb Deep, Jay-Z. But the first time I think it was The Message by Nas. That's like probably the first song I've ever memorized. Ever.
Dope song to memorize.
Yeah, that's the first song I ever memorized. And ever since that day, it just was a thing. Like, even to this day, because when I was a kid, I didn't know where I was and things like that, but music had attachments to the environment. So even to this day, I hear a certain beat, it gives me the feeling of like New York, you know what I mean? Like New York, and like the city feel. So I always gravitated towards I wouldn't say the grungy, but more like the boom bap-ish kind of rap, you know what I'm saying? But for sure, not just rapping, but real lyricism. That was always something that always caught me, because I was like a kid and I always catch things after things were said. And I'm like, oh, did he mean to say that? You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, so he meant it in two ways. And that's what I learned about
wordplay.
Yeah, double entendres and triple entendres. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is an art form. And I think I was 10 years old the first time I picked up a pen and wrote my own actual thing down. It wasn't gospel, so I didn't tell nobody about that at that time. Right. Especially my mom, she wouldn't have been cool with it. But at the time, that was the first thing I did. I was 10 years old and I just wrote my own rhyme down, and it felt good. And ever since then, that was like the first page in that notebook, and then it just continued. It can just continue, and it's never stopped to this day.
Dope. John, did you want to weigh in? Did you have anything you want to ask?
Nah, I mean, did hip hop come? Well, I mean, it almost came natural to you from what it sounds like, but like, what were the early influences for you outside of that Nas Message song? But what other musicians or artists that you would listen to growing up, like sort of help you mold your style into who you became as an artist?
I mean, Nas is definitely between Nas and Jay, it's like 1A and 1B. You know what I mean? I don't have a second favorite out of those two. So it was a heavy influence of Nas and Jay-Z, especially Jay-Z at a certain time, because for a while he just had the game on lock, and that's what he was dropping a lot. But like I said, most of what I at an early age, a lot of what I listened to was a lot of Wu-Tang. So there was a lot of Ghostface in the style and how they articulate, and then throwing in like Raekwon and just how he would throw the gutter into it, and then the Method Man and bring it all together. So I think out of everyone, even though I listened to a lot of Jay-Z and Nas, I think my heaviest influence in hip hop was definitely Wu-Tang for sure.
Yeah, Wu-Tang for the kids. No, Wu-Tang is dope.
Right.
It definitely wasn't for the kids, but it was a great start for me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
used to love that when they would say that. I was like, yeah. Okay.
Wu-Tang for the kids. I'm like, yeah, right. I hear you, ODB. Right.
For the teenage kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts.
So, I know you said your brother Andre started and he was doing his own thing, right? So was he the one that kind of gave you that first shot and said, "Listen, I'm doing this. Do you want to jump on with me?" Like, or
the
did
battery on the back type thing?
or were you like not, hitting him on the chest like, "Hey, big bro, come on, man."
So it's weird. All right, so I never told Dre that I rapped. I never told him. I think he stopped doing gospel and just was strictly doing whatever, like just putting out music around. I think he might have been 24-ish, and at that point I might have been around 15. And I think once he got back into, well, not back into it, but just into the mode of just recording and just releasing music that wasn't necessarily gospel, I kind of felt more comfortable. And I let him know, and I told him, and he was like, "Why didn't you ever tell me about this? I wish I'd have known a long time ago." And I was just like, I just didn't think it would have been accepted. A lot of the reasons why in my early stages of writing, I didn't say anything is because I grew up in church, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't writing anything that was church like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not like I was cursing anything crazy, because in fact, when I first started writing, one of my big things was, all right, if you're gonna do this, then you don't want to disappoint mom, because I was, it was us and mom. You know what I mean? My dad, his dad wasn't there, so it was to make sure I didn't upset mom. So I said, all right, if you're gonna do this, make sure you don't curse in there. So a lot of my early stages, I learned how to write without adding any curses. So even now at this point, if I do add a curse, it's because it just flowed like that some way. You know what I mean? And also because every now and then I might let one fly every now and then. I'm
to
not
make it relevant to the song,
yeah,
what we're talking about. Right.
Exactly. And I'm not a saint, so I might be a pirate every now and then. But you know what I'm saying? But I don't ever like to just portray that in my music and just have a bunch of curse words, because I definitely don't. I've always felt like people that threw a lot of curse words in their rhymes felt like they didn't have anything else to choose from. So that's just how I train myself to write. So when I actually told him, he was like, "Oh, wow, like I didn't know it was like this," because he was kind of like, "Oh, you like come through and let's record, let's lay a project down." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And then it was scary at the time, because it was something I never thought about. And also now I gotta tell mom that I'm doing it, because now I'm doing performances in Manhattan with my brother, and now she has to know that I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit of a struggle for me at the early stages, because I just didn't really want to disappoint mom. You know what I mean? She was, you know what I mean? Mom's was my everything. You know what I'm saying? She did everything for us. So I just didn't want to disappoint her. But once she
Right,
gave me
you
the
wanted
green
to
light,
be accepted. Mhm.
right, exactly. But once she gave me the green light and she was just like, I love it, you know what I mean? And you showing your talent, like, of course, I would love for it to be gospel, of course. But you know what I mean? I appreciate that you even brought it to me, but you're actually talented. So, you know what I mean? Once that happened, that kind of opened the doors up, and then I started recording more with my brother and on my own too.
Nice.
Dope. That's dope. And so, you already out there performing shows and doing different things. You got mom's approval. She understands how you're doing it. She respects how you're doing it and respects your talent. You got to be feeling good about yourself. What's next?
Mm-hmm. You mean in terms of the music aspect?
Yeah.
So I started writing more serious, like, you know, I started taking it serious. I was in college, and at the time I had a crew, a small little crew. You know, we called ourselves GLA. It was a bunch of us. Jelani Sinclair, who's in the chat, he's one of my guys. He's actually one of the other artists that was in the group. Dope artist.
And for the folks watching, where you guys from? Like what location?
So I was born in Harlem, but then I moved up to Rockland County, Spring Valley, and then when I went to RCC, which is the college for Rockland County, that's where I met Jelani and a lot of my other friends there. And then we started working together, recording music together, doing mixtapes and doing videos. And I think it started to build from there, you know what I mean? And then we caught some steam, and people around the neighborhood knew it, not the neighborhood, but just around the whole, really 845, which was the area code. We started to get our name out there. So that was something that it felt good, because I'm like, yo, like maybe something can happen through this, you know. But more than anything, it was the camaraderie between me and my brothers and writing. The fact that, I mean, even though all of us didn't write, like when we were all in the studio together, it was always like a cohesive thing. Like we always did it together. Even if there was a person who wasn't on the song, he was in there writing with us. So it wasn't like a lot of distractions and stuff like that, because we were mostly on the same page, especially the 3 to 4 main dudes in our group that actually rap. So once that happened, that's when we really started taking it serious. And, you know, I started to blossom a little bit more, helping them, or them helping me blossom, because my boy Jelani produces and my boy Taj, he produced, and that just opened it up, because now there was just more opportunity for me to practice and work and sharpen my tools and stuff like that. So that was just,
which is dope.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it was always good. I think I credit them a lot for my growth at that time, because, you know what I mean? Like that was the biggest support I've ever had in my life in any endeavor I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my people for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
nice.
And shout out to your boy Jelani Sinclair. He's in the chat. Appreciate you.
Oh, nice.
Pretty dope. He said he from Harlem. Word.
Right.
Facts.
That's dope. That's dope. So we want to see if we can get you to do a little Acapulco, if that's not a problem.
Acapulco.
But before we do that, we do have a track that we want to play, you know, from Apollo. And where's this track? What's the track called, and where's it from?
The track is called King, and it's actually off of my EP, which is called Fear. It's a 4-track EP I released about 2 years ago at this point, actually. But it's called King, and you can find the song and the EP on any streaming platform under Apollo Reed. Actually, the entire EP was mixed and mastered by Jelani Sinclair, who's in the chat. So shout out to my mans once again.
Nice.
That is dope. Yeah. So let's check it out, and then we'll get up the contact. Well, not the contact, but the credit information in a little bit for Mr. Jelani, and you know, so we'll go from there.
I am the king. Yeah. Apollo. Yeah. King. Better treat me like one. Hey, king. Always follow your dreams every day and night. King. King. Praying every life, hey, king. Always follow your dream. Now we taking flight. I am a king. King. Better treat me like one, hey, king. Always follow your dream. Every day and night. King. Praying every life, hey, king. Always follow your dreams. Now we taking flight. I am a king. Better treat me like it. That right. Your energy better be right. If I assume the throne, I'm young Pharaoh. I'm a lion, lead you in battle. I am a sphinx. Better show your reverence. Always put yourself first. Truth be told, you born alone, die alone. Top 5, but no dialogue. King. Not one is greater. Surrounded by kings. My brothers got kingdoms. We growing together. Got portfolios. Make money together. We gather the cheddar cha-ching. Cold with the flow like a New York breeze in the winter. About to turn up the flame in a minute. How about 300 degrees? It's about the culture. You wearing your shoulders, they ain't gon' let you fold up until your toes up. And you flying in the sky, looking down at your opposers. This for the culture. Anybody touch our bread to get toasted. Honey wasn't up, but then she got roasted. I'm the first king, they calling me Joshin. Just on approach him. I am a king. Better treat me like one, hey, king. Always follow your dreams. Every day and night. King. Praying every life, hey, king. Always follow your dreams. Now we taking flight. I am a king. Better treat me like one, hey, king. Always follow your dreams. Every day and night. King. Praying every life, hey, king. Always follow your dreams. Now we taking flight. Throne cup in my hand, poured up with honey jack with my queen at. Super grip on my hand, live, we getting busy on the gram. My enemy bring me his head on the platter. It's him? When all the firstborn rappers, first up at bat, I'm the #1 batter. Straight off the metal pipe, it's a foul ball, but his head still end up in the rafters. I'm feeling like Lebron. King James on my left arm, you gon' see some. 500 horses screaming napalm, up under the hood, Trayvon. Different like Bugatti Veyron. Used to have haters, but they gone. They gon' be back.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that. I like
fire.
that. Good job, my
Sure.
brother. Yeah, I like that.
Tough. That was tough.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I love the way he shift the cadence too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Where he at?
He really do it.
I like
that. See, Apollo really do it.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
that, bro.
sir.
Good
Yes,
job.
sir.
Good job, man.
Mhm.
Definitely dope. Definitely dope.
Appreciate
Well,
y'all,
you
man.
know, hey, man, listen.
Hey man, the chat
you
loving
know,
it too. Word.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Throw up those fire emojis, man, for sure.
Yes, sir.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Dímelo Papa. Let's go. Yes,
Man,
yes,
appreciate
yes.
y'all.
Yeah, man, that's dope. I definitely like that. Really good job, man. But I knew I like, it's when I love when you just when someone hits me with this, yo, yeah, I rap a little bit. What?
Just a little.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. And like I said, we hope to have his brother on at some point in the show too. It's really funny to me because I talked to his brother a couple different times, right? He's been on our show, we've been on their show, and then I go to his Twitter and I'm like, but we follow each other. Go to his Twitter, he's rapping all over the damn page, and I'm like, I didn't know you rap. What is this? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
bro, man, that's why it runs in the family. He definitely he puts the battery in my back all the time. He always tries to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That the gift that we were given, he wants me to make sure that I use it. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have a big bro like that.
yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. But it's really really dope to see and dope to learn about. So do you think you got anything in the cut that you could spit Acapulco, little acapella for us?
Yes, sir.
You got a little something?
Always got something in the tuck. You know what I mean? Always
Right,
got something.
whenever you ready, my brother.
Okay, y'all waiting for me right there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my fault.
you.
fault.
Oh, you.
I was waiting for the goal. Like, all right, go. All right. So, I told you my talk deep can help you find your way out of the dark, but that costs fees. Say they always about the money. Clearly, they talk cheap. With the pen, nobody dotting I's while I cross T's. Carefully count my blessings every time that I cough, sneeze. It's easy to walk these. Battles with scars that show experience. These lames run their mouth about stats and look delirious. I'm focused on the next mountain, and there's a valley in between every one, so I'm just ready to get furious. Always keep it real with your circle, and just be ready for the truth that'll hurt you. Things get dark, it's probably best to keep emotions on curfews. Too many snakes around, that energy at curb. I told you, mine are yours. You got a family to feed, well, so do I. Time to take good energy and let it fly. Mine are yours. Can't let another day go by while I don't hustle for a piece of the pie and come back for seconds. Mine are yours. Gotta see my kids smile every day, same time. Gotta wipe them tears dry every stage. Mine are yours. Somebody fam gonna have to be hungry, but not mine. Call me Dame because I got time. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Apollo came ready, y'all. That's what I'm talking about.
And he kept it in the NBA.
Yes, let's go. What I'm talking about. Let's talk about understanding the assignment. Look at this guy. Talking about. Yeah, man.
Right. He know what show he's on. He know what show he's on.
Let's go.
Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Word.
yes.
Word.
So and listen, guys. If you you kidding me? It didn't save. All right, let me take my little time to do this again. Thought I had saved this. I had put your Instagram and your Twitter stuff up here. And you don't have a personal account, right? You do everything through the Guard Up.
On Twitter, yeah. On Twitter, yeah. I do actually have a personal account on Twitter, so they could go follow as well. I believe it's Apollo Reed _. Let me just check because I don't ever use it. Let me double check.
I think it's time to use it now.
Time to use it,
yeah, man.
I put it on the back burner because I'm working on the Guard Up Knicks right now, but you know.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, it's under Apollo Reed _. Yep. REED is the last name. Yes.
All right.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out Jay Boogie, man. Shout out Jay Boogie.
Word.
Always. And is
they gotta come on our show too, you know.
We gotta get Jay Boogie up here. I'm letting him do his thing with his album, you know. I'm letting him rock. But
we gotta work, Jay Boogie, man. Hit me up, man. For real. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Soon, Jay Boogie. Is there a YouTube channel or anything where it kind of your music is up there, or
let me double check because it should still be up. It's nothing new on there. It's literally a lot of all of my old stuff. But I think that I still do have it up. Let me just double check real quick.
All right, no doubt.
Double check real quick, see if it's there. I forgot the name of the thing. That's why I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. But in the meantime, you guys see this. Instagram is Guard Up Knicks. Obviously, Twitter is Guard Up Knicks as well. But for Apollo's personal joint, it's Twitter. It's at Apollo Reed _. And you can definitely get in contact. And I mean, listen, if you like what you hear and you think, Apollo's been doing a lot of Knicks stuff, getting into the basketball. He's got his his regular job. He's got his family. But if you think that Apollo could, let's get the pen and the pad and get it going again, by all means, send him some messages, man. Let's make them feel it.
This is exactly why we doing this show. To showcase talent. You know what I mean? We got in this Knicks community, we got so much talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just made perfect sense to start opening the doors and challenging ourselves to sort of be this sort of conduit for folks to sort of collab, get back to, being activated and, getting back to the music side of things. You know what I mean? Like, hip hop and the NBA are so relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost one and the same.
Hand in hand. Yep.
Definitely does. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, Jay Book, we gotta get him in for Christmas time. We gotta book him for Christmas time.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ron? Christmas.
Like you gotta have it. And the YouTube is it should be at Apollo Reed 1 is the YouTube account.
Nice.
It's actually a lot of old stuff, but I'm gonna start loading a whole bunch of new stuff on there. So
let's go.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. It's been a long time. Like I was saying before, I haven't gotten on the show yet, like the actual show with you guys. So I'm definitely that is in the plans.
That's gonna happen too. We're gonna get you on Still Knick Fans. That's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
So we're just excited that we had the opportunity to have you on this show because it's a reflection of who you are and all the work that you've put in, you know what I mean, over the years. And just to showcase talent, it's impressive, you know. Not everybody can do what you do. So, you know, we want to give the flowers to those folks who have the talent and who have the grind to continue doing music and building on that, you know, because it's not easy.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That's facts. That's facts. I appreciate y'all, man. For sure. For sure. This is dope. I want to come on again one day, man. Whenever y'all got.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, definitely. Of course.
We definitely bringing folks back.
Without question, brother. We'll definitely bring you back. Because you know, your talent has no ends, and plus, you know, listen, you're family now.
Yeah, right.
That's how it's been. You know,
y'all locked up. Y'all ain't gonna be able to get rid of me now. So
yeah, it's all good. We got we on episode what 4?
This is episode 6.
6. Look at that. Yeah, that's right. Because I missed my bad.
Yeah. This is 6. They starting to go, man.
I'm telling you, by the time we know it's gonna be like 100 episode and we celebrating, woo, popping bottles.
Nah, me Jay-Z will be here. You notice how I always name drop Jay-Z like one day he's gonna be here. But anyway,
one day.
He's laying on the clouds, man. That's how I always
right.
Word.
So I'm saying you never know. And also want to show some love to let's see, I got it. I want to make sure I say it right up here. Want to show some love to Jelani.
Yes, sir. That's actually the one that I was gonna send to you guys, because when I say
he's
my
next,
man
coming in.
Yeah, man. Oh, he's got. Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing else besides for y'all have seen him before.
Let's go.
Y'all have seen
really?
him. That's
really?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's all I say is y'all have seen him before, and y'all have definitely heard him before and recently. So
that's what's up.
He's
definitely gotta come on.
And it's not just the music. He's all over. He's done acting. You've seen him before. So
nice.
Wow. Okay, cool.
My man, that's my guy, yo. For real.
Well,
I ain't gonna shout him all the way out right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. No, we can talk about that, but it'd be definitely dope to chop it up with him as well. That is a fire beat. So the beat is produced by Jelani Sinclair that you just heard. You know, King. By Apollo. Oh wait,
he just mixed and produced it. He did.
Oh, he mixed and produced it. I'm sorry, my fault.
He did produce Venom. That's on the EP. Venom. That's on the EP. If you guys go check it out. But yes, that one he didn't produce. He just mixed and mastered for me. Shame on me for not having him produce the entire project. He lets me know all the time about it. So,
all right, a man of many talents.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right, no, that's cool. You know, we get it right over here. We make sure we give credit where credit is due, and make sure it's you know. There you go, King, mixed and mastered by Jelani Sinclair. Let's go.
Yeah,
there we go. All right, yeah, man. All right, so you know, once again, for those of you who are interested and want to get to know our special guest, Mr. Apollo Reed, one, you already know the Knicks stuff. I mean, listen, they Guard Up Knicks is a really good Knick podcast in the community. If you don't know about them, I mean, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Yeah, get up from under that rock.
Yeah. Please go over there. Show them some love, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
We just reached 400 subscribers the other day.
Yes, sir.
It's been a slow journey, but I also, you know, I mean, I've been just making sure that we stay here. You know, I don't want to drown us out with stuff, and then, you know, everybody is done with it because they just so drowned with stuff. But I'm keeping it at a point right now where we actually still love doing it and getting on there and just talking about it. So
that's what it's about.
Shout out to all my subscribers and followers and all of the people that follow us and all the stuff that we do. And shout out to my 3 co-hosts, Regular Joe, the cousin Rick Derulo, and Andre Jalil, of course, big bro.
Nice.
Yep. Shout out. Keeping it, you know, they keep it in the family too, man. So it's really it's a dope situation over there. So once again, I want to thank our special guest, Mr. Apollo Reed, for being with us. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. You know, it's always good to have you be here with us, chopping it up, whether we're here with you or, you know, we're over there with you or you're here with us. Either way, we love it. It's always dope. Oh, and before I go, shout out to my guy Jay Boogie. Thank you for the
Appreciate
generous super chat. He said, Ron, give Apollo my information. Hit me up anytime. If it's 2 minutes or 20 seconds, the heat is the same inside that microwave. We definitely can cook. All right. I shall do that, sir. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
That, man. That's big time. That's big time.
Yeah. Thank you once again, Mr. J Boogie. Appreciate you, bro. I will definitely connect you guys. So yeah, man, definitely great. I'm gonna drop you down once again, Apollo, and we'll close out the show. But
before I go, just want to send a shout out to my man Sim, man. Shout out to you, man.
Oh
The
yeah,
big
definitely.
dog,
Thank you to the
Shout out
Podfather
Sim.
Sim. He is the reason why we're able to do this. So thank you to the Podfather Sim as always.
MB King fan, man. That's right.
No question.
Yeah. And so while I'm doing that, you know what? If in case you missed it early, you just joining the show now, or you didn't really get a good chance to look at it, let's hit you with that Did You Know again. That's crazy. Imagine that being a stellar. I mean, we're talking about a stellar Hall of Fame type MC. Never getting a Grammy for your own work. You right, getting jiggy with it for Will Smith. You get a Grammy. Come on, man. Sometimes things ain't right, John.
It was crazy. He must have he sold. He got paid for that and was like, it's not my best work, but it works.
That's crazy, though.
For what it was meant for it to work for. You know what I'm saying?
That is so wild, man.
That's a good find, by the way.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So before we get out of here, and give our goodbyes and thank yous one last time, did want to show a little love to our first guest that we have had on the NBA wrap up. His name was Jay Diddy, if you guys remember. And we were still kind of working out the kinks of the show, figuring out what the format is. So he didn't
definitely got to have him back.
We're gonna have to bring him back on the show. He didn't get a chance to be a part of this part of the show. You know what I mean? So we want to get him back. But in lieu of that, he's got a artist he works with, his co-MC. They've kind of come up in the ranks together. And I just wanted to play a quick snippet of a track from his boy Jay Sparks. This song is called Could This Be Love? And we want to hit you with a little quick snippet real quick before we get out of here.
Freeze. That's cold.
Could this be love? Baby, tell me what you came to do. Could this be love? I don't want nobody else but you.
Ain't no love making, no heartbreak, and I'm tired of losing my patience. We gon' ride out through the nights out, poppin' champagne till we faded. Contemplating on me lately, they gon' catch a slip and I drop the drip and I'm so about it. Mama so malicious, she's so exotic. Flow so crazy, you know the topic. I'm at the top of the game, living the life of the fame. How can I stop? How can I drop? Mommy, we be MIA. Try to find us so we be hard to find. Credit card, this never decline. Shopping sprees at the mall, buy it all the time. I used to be the one you could say you could trust. Now things change and I can't get enough of the pain inside. Adrenaline rush, feel it in my bone cause I'm about to bust.
Hey, yeah, it's a teaser. Gets you right where you at. You're like, yo, what? Well, I didn't hear what it's. Yep, that's why it's a teaser. He leaves you right there. That's Jay Sparks, featuring Slee, or maybe it's SLI, featuring SLI. It's called Could This Be Love? If you guys are interested to find out a little bit more about Jay Sparks, you could tune into his YouTube page. It's Jay Sparks on YouTube. Definitely hear some of his music and listen. We may even have him on the show in the future weeks, so stay tuned. But once again, I want to give a shout out to my guy Jay Diddy for recommending we play that, and hopefully we'll get him back on the show as well. So John, another good show. Thank you for being here with me again, my brother.
Of course,
Always a pleasure. Any final words?
Man, I'll say this again, Ron. Anytime I'm not able to attend this show, I am with you in spirit, my brother. Trust me, I always go back and I look at the show when I'm not able to attend it. And I'm missing out. And I have to say that I'm the one who's missing out. Unfortunately, I can't make every show, but I love being on with you, my brother. I love enjoying this platform with you. It's tremendous what we can do together. And for all of you out there, I appreciate you all for tuning in and showing your love and respect for what we do. It ain't easy. We do put in a lot of work. Ron definitely puts a heavy load of work on this, so I appreciate you. So looking forward to the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. Stay blessed. Talk soon.
There you go, guys. Listen, I couldn't have said it better. As I always say, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still, Knick fans, we'll be back again, whether it be on Thursday nights at 8:30-ish. I'm sorry, it's ish, okay? But for the NBA wrap-up on Saturdays, where I talk you off the ledge, okay? That's Know the Ledge at 11:30. And then on Mondays for SKF Weekly. That's right, with yours truly, my guy John, and our brother Jose back in the fold. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. And thank you for tuning in, man. This has been another great show. Shout out to the chat. You guys have been fantastic. Shout out to Apollo, our special guest, and the whole Guard Up Knicks family. Please tune in and show them some love, man. Show some love. It's a really good show, and they need you to represent and
let's get them at 1,000, man.
Yeah, bring them fully into the family, man.
Let's go.
Yes,
There's no reason why they shouldn't be at 1,000 right now.
Let's go. Exactly. So please go like, comment, subscribe over there. Guard Up Knicks on YouTube, please. All right, man. Well, this has been real. This has been great. Get you with a PSA before we get out of here and then into the outro. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one. We out. Thank you for watching the NBA wrap up. If you would like to be on the show and you are a hip hop artist or a beat maker / producer, please hit us up. Email us at the NBA wrap up at gmail.com or DM us on Instagram at _NBA_wrap_up. And stay tuned for more and more content coming from the NBA wrap up. Still Knick fans, nothing but Knicks. Please support our shows. We appreciate you. Later. Run that.